Alright, people. Today I'm going to review Superdrol. Let me focus. There we go. What is this? HTP Pharmacies. So let's get into it. So this is the backdrop to my other channel, but I don't know, I got weights all over, so I couldn't make a good weight backdrop. So today I want to talk about Superdrol. So you can see I got another video on Holodrol. I would say that this is not similar to it at all. So this is going to have your 4-andro, 1-andro, epiandro, which is DHT, androstenolone acetate, the 6-oxo, a couple other things. I think, a couple other things. Anyway, Superdrol works. The thing with Superdrol is that, for me, and this is going to go for other people that are like me, everyone's different, but you can take as much arimistane as you want. You're still going to get water on this, water retention. For some reason on it says a dry prohormone resulting in lean muscle gains. And that's kind of true, but it wasn't dry for me. It added a lot of water, and I'm already prone to gyno, and it kind of exacerbated the gyno, if you will. So the Remistane didn't take care of it. I was taking 4 a day, and the Remistane still is not going to take care of the water, and if you're prone to gyno. One thing I wanted to look into too about this, but no one talks about. No one's going to talk about this. I'm going to get into it as well in my Duradecabolin and I think it's Decabolin is the other one, reviews, is prolactin. I'm starting to think, from taking all this other stuff, I'm starting to think that DHEA, when you have high levels of DHEA in your blood, I think it has an effect on the prolactin. And then what's going to happen is it's going to suppress dopamine as well. So you're going to ultimately need a dopamine agonist to correct the issue. Now, one thing as well is, I don't know, when you guys get into these, you really need to look into all the different aspects of it. Because we're not even just dealing with estrogen, we're dealing with, like I said, prolactin now. A lot of people don't know that yet. So you need to look into how to lower the prolactin, because it's a pretty big problem. And you can have prolactin-induced gyno. And if you, take the 19 NORs, you're going to have a high prolactin as well. Prolactin is also excreted if you ejaculate. It's excreted in the brain. And if people have been used to doing that, if they watch porn, they have a porn addiction, the prolactin could be really high in you already. So you might be prone to, let's say, gyno or water retention just from your past. And then you take something like Superdrol that's going to exacerbate those problems. So into the effects of Superdrol, just besides that, the bad side effects, I wanted to get through that first because this is the most important. I don't recommend taking it longer than like 8 weeks. I would say 8 is the top. I would not take it more than 8 weeks, and I would not take 2 pills a day. It says as a dietary supplement, take 1 tablet in the morning, 1 in the evening. I would not take 2 a day. You don't need to. If I were you, I would stack it. You know what a good stack with this was Holodrol and Superdrol. 1 Holodrol a day, 1 Superdrol a day, because you're taking a compound that's very strong, and then Holodrol, which is a compound that's not very strong. And you combine those two and you get really good results. Then you're not getting all the water retention from this. You're getting more of the dryness from the Holodrol. Another thing is the pumps on this are really good. They're not as good as Holodrol pumps. I don't know why, but they're very good pumps. You increase mass. I don't know how these people are getting increased mass of 10 pounds on a cycle. I never got that. I'll be honest with you, I never got that. I worked out almost every day. 5 to 7 times a week, I worked out consistently. My diet was on point. I got a food scale. I weigh my food. I do all my macros. So I would say maybe 5-6 pounds of mass on an 8-week cycle of this. I don't understand how people are getting 10. I don't know if those people are on TRT or what's going on, but I think that's a little skewed if you ask me. One other thing I did notice with Superdrol, exacerbated even more, is when you get off Superdrol, it seems like you lose a lot of your gains. When you're on it and you seem like you got a whole bunch of gains, you look at your arms and you're like, wow, they're pretty big, good size, they feel well. You get off it, and in about a week and a half, it seems like your muscles are all deflated. And then it seems like you only gain like 3 or 4 pounds of muscle. So it's like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that's what Superdrol's about. If I was you, I would get on some TRT. You get TRT on any of these clinics, get a blood test, get a doctor. That would be the smart thing to do if I was you guys. Superdrol. So that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta really say about it. It works. It seems like a lot of the, not a lot, but it does seem like some of the gains go away after you get off of it. And it doesn't seem like you gain the 10 pounds in an 8-week cycle that these people are saying. I don't know how you could, because when you look at steroids, that's what people are getting in steroid cycles. So I don't know how you can get the same with prohormones that affect the DHEA. And obviously some of these are precursors to things that are good in the body, but at the same time, like DHT, the epiandro, it's a DHT. But with that being said, and I think that's what, 3 times stronger, 3 times more anabolic than testosterone, I'm pretty sure. But at the end of the day, that's pretty much what you're getting out of this. The real thing is the DHT. All the other stuff's DHEA. But epiandro works, I'm telling you, and that might be the only dang thing in here that's actually affecting the muscle mass. It's quite possible that when that DHEA lowers after that week or week and a half when you get off of this, that's why the muscle gains are seeming like they're going. It's also quite possible that the DHEA is thickening the blood. It's keeping more blood retention in the muscles. And then when you get off the DHEA, those just go out the window. So that could be what's happening. Anyway, I wanted to make these videos because there wasn't a lot of Prohormone video reviews when I was getting into this. Just wanted to let you guys know my experience. Have a good day.